Hi, my name is Andres, and I'm filling in for Braden today because he wasn't here today.
And I'm Peter Pan, and this is your Friday Community Update. Hipsters, Andres, what's the coolest thing you learned about this
The
week?
coolest thing I've learned this week is that how they used to fight in wars back then, they'd take turns of shooting. What's the coolest thing you've learned this week?
The coolest thing I learned this week was that back then the British colonies only had 10,000 people, while the king and his army had over 1 million. Let's turn it over to Ms. Hudson for the millionaire shirt thingy.
Good morning, hipsters and families. I hope your week has been awesome. It is me, Miss Hudson, again with your weekly academic update. First of all, for my kiddos who have read at least 1 million words, please be on the lookout in the coming weeks for your millionaire t-shirt. It says reader, leader, and boss because that is what you are. Kipsters, if you also want to earn this t-shirt, make sure you're taking those AR quizzes during targeted learning and making sure that you are passing them so that you can earn at least 1 million words as well, especially in preparation for our millionaire field trip happening in May. I also wanted to just kind of like give you an idea of why we are doing a lot of CMAS testing prep in all of our classes. It might feel like it's a lot, and it is, because we want to make sure that when we come back in April that you are prepared and ready to go for CMAS. So that means you are practicing test taking strategies, you're having the opportunity to encounter the different forms of questioning that you might see on CMAS. That also means that you are continuing to practice strong writing habits so that when, especially for ELA, you get to those longer pieces of writing during CMAS, you know exactly what to do. So please understand that it is intentional for us right now to make sure you are prepared, especially because during CMAS, it is all just you. We cannot help you. We cannot hold your hand. This is your opportunity to show what you know, not show what we know through you. So if you have any questions, please talk to your teachers and continue to crush it in CMAS prep. Thank you, families, and have such an amazing...
Wow, that was jarring, wasn't it? No
Sure
smooth
was.
transition, no flow at all, broke up the whole community update. And for what? Well, just a quick announcement really quick about this flow and breaking up of the flow. Now, when we do it in a video, that's all it is a weird sort of hiccup in how the video is going on. But when we do it across our streets or in our parking lot, then it can be way more than just a little bit of a video mishap.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, students, we take safety very seriously at KNDMS. We have traffic patterns and flows for a reason. Students, we have been seeing more reckless behavior about students going across the parking lot, not in the crosswalks, and that needs to change today. Moving forward, we're going to ask that you use both of the crosswalks here to the drive line or to the buses. We have staff out there with signs to direct you. The expectation is that you are listening to them for everything that they're asking you to do. Finally, if you are at the drive line or walking to the four-way stop here, we additionally have staff out there who are really committed to making sure you cross safely. Do not jump out in traffic. Do not move when you're not supposed to move. The expectation is you are listening to staff all the way through. And that way we can ensure that you are safe and it is not a jarring experience.
Respect the flow, stay safe.
Thank you, Ms. Hudson, for the academic update. Make sure you guys are paying attention and being serious about the CMAS practices, because remember that practice takes key. No, wait, what? Practice makes key.
Now let's turn it over to Miss Lena.
Hey Kipsters, I hope you guys didn't think we were going to stop with our game with just the smoothies. Now I would like to announce we will now be sponsoring parfaits with fruit on them. So look forward to them. See ya.
Thank you, Miss Lena. We are very excited for the parfait.
Now let's turn it over to Miss Rosso and some students to talk about hate languages.
Welcome back, team and family. Welcome back to our fireside chat. This week's topic is going to be around hate language. Say, over the past 2 weeks, we've seen a major uptick in hate language here at KNDMS, which is highly concerning. 30% of our hate language marks in live school have happened in the past 2 weeks.
Students, we know that in some situations with friends, some of your language might not seem offensive. However, we want you to be mindful that certain words in the broader school community might make people feel unsafe, unwelcomed, and unwanted in this environment. So we're asking that you watch what you say because it does matter and people are listening.
And listen, to Ms. Ray's point, that we understand that in our friend groups, we may use certain language and act certain ways, and it's accepted within those friend groups. But it's also important to remember that what is said out loud and in the open has other ears, and other people will hear that and take that as their own as well, which is very harmful too.
So we want to just remind you that you all are excellent and we expect you to speak and act in that way. If you need any support with any incidences involving hate language or any situations that have made you feel uncomfortable, you can always reach out to the culture team, Mr. Valet, Ms. Rosso, or myself in the social work team, Ms. Janine or Ms. Moore.
The N-word is a very bad word. The N-word is a very bad word and you should not use it.
This is a very happy community. Let's be nice.
Have a good weekend, Kipsters.
Have a great weekend, Kipsters.
Stop to fly with it. Nah, Pixie does.